All right, ladies and gentle folk, we broke the window on the Chev work truck. Couldn't find any good videos on YouTube showing how to replace this, so I figured I'd make one. Let's get into it. For this job, you will need a ratchet or power tool of some sort that will take bolts off. You need a 6.5mm socket. A 7 works just fine. Those bolts are not tight. A 10mm for your window slide rail. A trim removal tool and or flathead small pry bar works just fine. Phillips head to remove the handle screws, and a pick to remove that clip if you have a stubborn crank handle. Okay, first order of business is getting this door panel off. The factory is this Phillips head that I'm about to remove, so yours should be Phillips. Don't do that. For these pieces, they slide forward and then out. That's how those clips work. Don't just pull on it. All right, handle is off. Next order of business is going to be removing. If you have manual windows, if you have automatic power, they will not have this. You're going to want to take you a pick, and there is a C-clamp down in there, and you got to fish that off. All right, you can see the style of the clip right there. You have to push away from the center and pull out. This one broke off. Next step is going to be removing this thing. That one just popped right out. That is for the lock mechanism. And then you have another one, and this is for your door latch. And these should push right up out of there. So I'm going to get a trim tool on it. And turn it to the side. Look at the wrist. Alright, now that the door panel is off, we have to remove all the retaining bolts for this inner door skin. I believe these are 6.5mm. And then you have a couple of 10s, so you can get to that. Alright, now it's time for the new glass. So, figure something out. We got everything out the way. I put it in at an angle with the big side in first. I have this track lined up, and I believe I have a screw nut in that, so that is allowing that to push out. So I should be able to get this track lined up first and then slide this one in, lift it up, get everything in place. That looks like a window to me. if you look in here, I had the windows sitting in place, and these are the rollers. They don't spread far enough to go outside of it, so I simply moved this inner panel over to the side, used my hand inside this hole to get one of the rollers pushed forward and lined up, and pulled it forward enough to slide the second roller in, and then slid it back, cranked it a little bit, and boom. Now we're in there. So remaining steps, put everything back how you found it. If you're having trouble getting the speaker wire on, pull off this wire loom that connects the body to the door, and fish the wire up through the bottom, just leaving a couple bolts on the top so you can pull this out. Makes it pretty easy. So we broke off a lot of these door panel clips. I ran to the auto parts store, picked up a 6-pack of these. Couldn't find the OEM style door clips that are like this, but there's a longer piece on the end, and they push into these other piece of the plastic clips right there. However, if you pop those clips out, these are a perfect fit. I don't want to push it in there, but it's a perfect fit there. And then same concept here. You're going to pop that out, push this new piece, boom, right in place, and that should be a nice snug fit. We got those replaced. We're going to do all 6 of them. We're going to also replace these clips here because they're worn out, and I'm scared that my handle's gonna stop working if I hit a bump too hard, because it'll come right out. So we're gonna throw some of these in there new. I mean, really simple. You pop that piece out, you pop this one in, you put the thing in this thing, and you're good to go. Do your best to look behind the panel, make sure these clips lined up so that you just don't bend them to the side. Take this, that clip that you pulled earlier to get that off, you can install ahead of time. Just give it a good push, pull, it's on there. Oh, last step, let's handle that your way. Grab this trim piece. Push that on there. And that is how you install a window.